Mercury retrograde, you guys, it's not a time to launch anything new, but it's a great time to learn. It's a great time to invest in classes, courses, in really getting abundantly clear on what you want to do and having a plan in place when you do actually want to launch it after the retrograde is over. So this Mercury retrograde starts today, December 13th, when I'm recording this reading, and ends Jan 1. So how perfect that it ends on Jan 1 when everyone is starting their New Year's resolutions. Okay, so if anyone here has been thinking about taking a class, course, starting something new, or even diving into tarot more deeply, comment tarot. Yes, launching after the first, the Emperor just came out, so that's a hard yes, Tabitha. That's a hard yes. All right, and tarot, guys, I learned tarot to help me connect with my intuition more. Like, you don't need to learn tarot to become a tarot reader. Tarot is actually a very personal journey. So you do not have to use it to read for others. You could use it just to verify or validate your own intuition. Okay. You know, tarot is very, very personal. I did not go into learning to read tarot because I wanted to become a professional tarot reader. It just was a benefit of me doing that, and the universe just led me down that path. And maybe the universe will lead you down that path, but you'll never know unless you start or if you try. All right, but anyway, if you are ready for the reading today for Mercury retrograde, we're going to see what the overall energy is. We're going to see what the overall energy is, what challenges may come up so you're aware of them, and what action steps. All right, let's do it. So here we go. God, source, universe, divine, creative all things. Only for our highest good, bring harm to none. What is the overall... Ooh! What is the overall energy of this Mercury retrograde? So we have the Three of Wands, expansion, planning what you're launching, okay? The Three of Wands, a lot of readers will say it's ships coming in, but it's you initiating your plan. Like, what is the big picture? What is your bigger vision? Okay, so I feel like with the wand suit, that is sheer energy, all right? And actually, we are in a 3-month because December is the 12th month. 1 + 2 is 3. Okay, so I feel like, what is your creative vision for your life, in your career, just like overall, like what do you want to see come in for you? We are still in new moon energy, so if you have not planted those seeds, written those intentions, okay, you have until Friday to do that. New moon in Sagittarius was yesterday. Okay, and then Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, one thing at a time. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of ideas. Comment ideas if that resonates. And you're just maybe confused on what to include, what to focus your energy on. Okay, it's like, which idea is the right idea? Which idea is the right idea? What's the right combination of things that I should be doing? So this Mercury retrograde is a time to get very clear on that. 10 of Swords. Okay. And then 7 of Wands. You guys got to set boundaries with your energy. Mercury is retrograding through Capricorn and then Sagittarius. So Mercury retrograde through Capricorn, that's 10th house, because Capricorn rules the 10th house. That's your career. That's your public image. What do you want to focus on as far as the direction of your life, right? So what have you been inspired to do, or what changes have you been inspired to make in your 10th house themes, your career primarily? Put it in the comments. Okay, so Spirit is asking you, do not make the same mistakes. Don't repeat old habits, old cycles within your career. And look, we have the 10 of Swords, 10th house, like I just said. Okay, so I'm also hearing, like, stop talking yourself out of doing it. There's something about you're letting, like, little things or other people get in your way. okay? I'm also hearing get out of your own way. Like, how are you gonna implement something if you don't make a plan? How can you move forward with something if you don't do the necessary learning to figure it out? Like, has anyone felt like the past couple weeks has been very, very slow? Stagnant? Maybe? Let me know in the comments if you felt that way. Let me clarify this 3 of Wands. And I mean like very slow. Okay. The reason for that is because the universe is trying to get you to take your focus off what you're so anxious about. Okay? To get abundantly clear. So if, for example, money has slowed down. So for example, this is probably like one of the slowest Decembers I've ever had in my business. Okay? And normally I would freak the fuck out. But I initially was trying to hustle. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care about the money. I don't give a shit. And guess what? When I truly embodied that energy, money came in that same day. Okay, so the universe is trying to get you to stop giving a shit about what you're giving so many shits about. Okay, you got to drop the fixation on what you want. Drop the fixation on an outcome. Okay, let go of control. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Capricorns love control. Okay, and Capricorn is the devil card. Okay, so what you feel is controlling your life. You're being asked to reassess, revisit, review, and maybe what? Release it from your life. Okay, so the 3 of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands. Okay, what do you want to become more confident in, more well-versed in? What is in alignment with your energy and the vision you have for your life alone? How do you want the world to see you? Clearly, it is based on your authenticity. Okay, the Sun, we have Leo energy, and then we have the King of Cups. I feel like you guys have had to release, or during this Mercury retrograde, there's going to be some backstabbing, and because the Sun highlights all. So you know how Mercury retrograde, like shit comes out of the closet, things are revealed. I just feel like there's going to be some backstabbing you're finding out about, but you know what? I feel like you kind of already knew about it. But that way you'll be able to make a very clean decision of, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done with you. I'm done with this job. I just don't need to be in this energy anymore. 77 people in the live. Okay, this is a big life or soul lesson for you guys. All right. But I feel like there could be abundance coming in. Like maybe you're going to be able to plan a trip after the retrograde, of course. Or you're starting a new business and you're launching it, and it looks really, really stable. Even though maybe people around you have said it won't be successful, or maybe the environment isn't indicative of showing you that it will be successful, but it will be. Okay, like if someone said, oh, this is the worst time to launch a business, you're launching it anyway after the retrograde, and the Sun, lots of abundance. Okay, really beautiful things coming in regardless of what the environment is showing you. Okay, I also feel like there's one golden idea you have. There's just this energy of picking one direction and trusting yourself. Trusting yourself is big here. Let me bring this all together. 10 of Wands. The work that you're going to put in is going to pay off. You're going to reap a big harvest if you put in the work, you guys. Okay. Oh, friendly reminder, we do have a 50K like goal. I forgot to mention that. So please keep tapping the screen to like the live. All right. So what is it that you want to become more confident in, you guys? It is something to do with your authenticity. Something that you may have been ashamed of or hidden for a long time. What is it that you guys are focused on in your journeys right now? So Ashley, what's holding you back from sharing your authentic self? Without doubt. All right, so if you guys are ready for the potential challenges that may come with this Mercury retrograde, comment ready. Let's see what challenges. Ashley, fear and not being accepted. I'd like to develop my spiritual gifts. So Ash, what are you doing to develop your gifts? River Tam. River Tam, what is your name? I look in the mirror and see who hurt me. That sounds like a karmic relationship, honestly. All right, let's see. Challenges, Mercury retrograde. Family, 10 of Cups. Oh, that's awesome. Good. The Emperor could be an Aries in your family, or someone controlling. Could be a father figure as well. The Emperor. Now remember, Capricorn does represent your root chakra, so family roots, traditions, generational cycles here. The Tower. All right. So I feel with the Tower on the bottom of the deck, I feel like something already blew up with regard to family, maybe working from home, maybe a job. I don't know. The Tower is saying something fell apart that needed to fall apart. Okay. So 10 of Cups as a challenge is trying to find your individuality, trying to find like trying to find your self-identity. There it is. Trying to find your self-identity and not like meshing in with who your family wants you to be. Okay? And taking the steps to figure it out. Okay? So Aries is in the North Node. So let me know, comment, confirm if what I just said resonates for you. Okay. It's finding your self-identity amongst the crowd. Okay. Aries North Node, finding your individuality. Libra South Node, no longer people-pleasing, no longer conforming who you are to appease others. Learning to say no. Okay. Why am I saying this? Because Aries is in the collective North Node and Libra is in the collective South Node. Okay. So that's the collective energy. That is really what's pushing you guys right now. If you want to figure out how to find your individuality, how to take action steps according to you as a unique individual. I've been saying this. You got to look at where your North Node, you have to look where your North Node is in your natal chart. Okay. Your North Node is your soul mission. It is what your soul came here to do. Your South Node is all the karmic baggage, all the lessons, all the shit that you need to learn to leave behind. So if you need to learn how to find your self-identity, the only way that you as an individual are going to be able to learn how to do that is by looking at your natal chart, looking at your life, and seeing what strategies work for you. I'm trying to find myself and who I am beyond the abuse that is cured. Yeah, so it could be a father figure. It could be an Aries. It could just simply be, this is a collective reading, guys, remember that. It could just be a struggle for you to take the necessary steps, Knight of Pentacles, in building a business or just building your self-identity, because you have this generational conditioning that is really difficult to get out of. Okay, so for example, a lot of themes have been coming up for me with regard to conditioning I have from my mother. My mother is an Aries. I am an Aries as well. Okay, so this could be you. Aries also represents the first house. The first house is who you are, the self. All right. I just feel like too, because this is falling in like the Christmas season or holiday season, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to struggle with this because the holiday season we're taught is like a season of giving so much to others. I feel like you're going to feel really pulled to focus on yourself. Like pool your resources, maybe your finances, and say, you know what, like I'm not feeling getting a lot of gifts for other people. I want to invest in myself this Christmas time or this season. You get me? Like, why am I going to waste a lot of money on other people when the holiday season really isn't about that? The holiday season is about connecting with family, about the experience of togetherness. The holidays are not about presents. It's not. It's just not. Every fucking movie about this, like says this message, right? But we're just so taught to push, and spend. But you know what? How much could you expand your knowledge, your personal experience, your healing journey if you took that energy, that money, and spent it on yourself? This is asking you to be selfish. Selfish is not a negative word here. Okay? Does your kid really need another fucking electronic device? Okay? Does your aunt really need another fucking sweater or pair of gloves? Fuck no. No, they don't. Okay? And if someone gets upset at you for not getting them a gift, like that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Also, you have to look at why you're giving. Are you giving because you actually want to give, or are you giving a gift because it's like a holiday obligation, right? Do you actually want to? I want you guys to think about it like this. Like, feel the energy of you gifting something to yourself versus you gifting to another person. Right now, in the energy as it stands, what feels more aligned? Gifting something to yourself or gifting to another person, right? Like this holiday season, my husband Joe and I, we're not spending a lot of money on each other. I mean, we just had our wedding, but honestly, you guys, I gifted myself more horseback riding lessons because I have to pay quarterly. That is so important to me. Could I have like not spent the money on my horseback riding lessons? And guys, that costs $1,000, $1,000. for quarterly horseback riding lessons for me. But that is like my time every week to decompress, to ground. But could I have taken that $1,000 and gotten my husband, a PC that he wanted? For sure. But I'm just not willing to sacrifice my self-care. Like I work my butt off to be able to afford that for me. I'm not giving that up. I could have for the holidays, but I don't want to do that. For what? Because I'm supposed to? Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, the Fool. Yeah. I feel like there could be something with regard to entrepreneurship here. Comment business if that resonates for you guys. Because the Emperor can represent an entrepreneur. All right? I feel like maybe you grew up in a family where like the 9-to-5 was the thing. Like that's what you were taught to strive for. The Fool with the 10 of Cups and the challenge is you taking a leap of faith that is completely different, a completely different direction than your family ever did. This could even be like you contemplating moving away to a foreign country or moving away from family, not being near them, starting a business, just doing something that is very different than what your family would do. Ooh. Queen of Swords, and then 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like the Justice card came out. I'll take that as the clarifier. You just aren't meant to do things the way your family does them. And I feel like those themes are really going to come up a lot for you. I also feel like, too, speaking up for what you're worth is a big deal here. Now, this could be in relationships, this could be in your career, like a job, but I feel like this could be business because a lot of you guys commented business. If you are thinking about launching a business or launching something new in a business, price yourself according to your value. Do not lowball yourself. I'm kind of getting this energy of like, don't look at the market, don't compare yourself to other people's pricing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I actually just had a conversation with a potential new client. Was it this week or last week? I think it was last week. And we had our one-on-one, and then I sent her my pricing for my my holistic business coaching. Okay, and she was like, "Not this isn't coming from a rude place, but why is your pricing so much more than other people out there?" And my response was, I don't think it's a rude question. My pricing is where I value myself, and I don't compare my pricing to other people. How other coaches, mentors price themselves is completely up to them and has nothing to do with me. Okay? So I could have gotten triggered by that and been like, well, I give you this and that and ba 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 ba. So over explaining yourself is actually a self-worth wound showing its ugly face. Okay, so if any of you ever over-explain yourself or feel the need to over-explain, it's a self-worth wound that you need to address. But I feel like your self-worth is going to be tested, honestly, over this Mercury retrograde, and you're going to have to say, you know what, no, this is what I deserve. This is what I'm worth. Justice. This is a karmic lesson for you, okay? Let me know if that resonates for you guys. I also feel like a lot of you have to take the leap of faith and like work with someone, a mentor on your self-worth or on your business, on building it maybe. Someone who can help you bring more balance into like your vision. I feel like also the Fool is Piscean energy. So I feel like maybe learning how to develop something that is a part of you. Now, Justice, that's Libra energy. It's very karmic too. Like maybe learning about your spiritual gifts, your healing abilities, but also how you can start to learn to talk about them, how you can share your journey here. How do you connect with your gifts? That's for some of you. Who is ready for the guidance? Action steps. Action steps. Comment ready if y'all want to hear the action steps. Let's do it. Action steps. The Magician. Get creative. Get creative. The Magician is not a card of, your manifestation's coming. That is not what the card means. So if anyone tells you that, it's crap. The Magician is the card that comes after the Fool. So the Fool is the 0. 0 represents infinite potential, okay, in numerology. So if you take this leap of faith, whatever that may be, the Magician, the universe will help provide the resources that you need to make this happen. But you have to take that divinely inspired action, beloved. Okay? So what is this creative idea, or what are you inspired to do? No, get out of here. No, out. What are you inspired to do that is of a creative nature? Because the Magician here, Mercury, this is Mercury energy, Gemini and Virgo. The universe is saying, don't be afraid to take these steps toward what you want to manifest, what you're being guided to do, the actions you're being guided to take here, because it's going to lead to a positive outcome. As above, so below. It could have something to do with communication, bringing people together. It could have something to do with creation around health and wellness, maybe because of that Virgo energy, or self-worth. It could have to do with maybe magic or manifesting. I'm hearing mentoring as well, because Mercury can be the teacher. Let's see. Page of Wands, yeah. I also feel like, too, you guys want to put a spin on something that's already established. So, like, maybe, I'll use this as an example. Like, maybe you want to teach people how to manifest, okay? And there's, like, a million ways to manifest, but you've figured out, like, a new way to do it. The universe is saying, if there is something that is already well established, but you have a creative idea on how to make it better or how to do something better, start writing down those ideas, start implementing them. Does that make sense? The Magician, Page of Wands. Again, you guys, if you have the resources, you've got to learn. The first step with the Page of Wands is learning about something that you're passionate about. Education, knowledge is a valuable resource that no one can take away from you. Because the page is telling me you're just starting. Okay? 10 of Pentacles. And then the Lovers. Okay? You're meant to take the unconventional path. That's Gemini energy. Okay? If any of you here are healers or like gift, if you feel like you have a life purpose of bringing healing to the world, or you feel like your purpose in life is to be of service, to help others, comment service if that resonates. The Lovers is a card of a crossroads, a choice. Okay, so only you can choose the direction that you take your life in, right? So if for everyone who's commenting service, you want to live your purpose, man, right? You want to know what your life purpose is and you want to go after it. Lovers card, okay? There's something here about taking... Yeah, the wind chimes are nice. Your guides are coming in with like so many messages. They need to slow down. Okay, action steps. Page of Wands. Taking initiative. On something creative here. 10 of Wands. Not 10 of Wands, sorry. 10 of Pentacles. And building something brand new that's going to bring a lot of things to light. It's almost like you're kind of culminating. This is a very weird message, but I'm going to say it. It's almost like you're culminating everything you've learned on your soul's journey, and you're like using it in a new way, in a creative way, in like... Is this making sense to you guys? This is so much bigger than your family, than like generational shit. It's like you've gained so much collective experience and knowledge on your soul's journey, not just this one, not just this life. And Spirit is like, it's time for you to take all of that and create it into something new, to be of service to others. Is this making sense? It's like Okay. The best way I can describe it is the spiritual awakening wheel, which is something I've been channeling over like the last month. So your spiritual awakening wheel is, shit hits the fan in your life. There's some big life event that happens, okay, that is the catalyst to your spiritual awakening or your spiritual journey, okay, opens you up, gets you curious. And then you discover that you're gifted, okay, that you have healing abilities or that your story is meant to be used to help others heal, okay. That's step 2. Step 3 is developing your gifts and understanding their purpose, because you have healing abilities because you're meant to help others heal. Okay, you don't have healing abilities just for shits and giggles, right? And then you take those healing abilities and everything you've learned after you've developed them, and then you start implementing or stepping into your purpose by being of service to others. Okay, I feel like that is where the universe is guiding you. Okay, so what stage of the spiritual awakening wheel are you on? Because I feel like you guys are pretty damn close to I want to pursue the life purpose phase, or you're in the I want to develop my healing abilities phase. You get me? It's either step 3 or step 4 for y'all. Development. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's get a little more clarity on this. That was a big message. Wheel of Fortune. 6 of Wands. I love this. 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Ace of Swords. Well, number 1, I feel like I just gave y'all like an aha moment. So comment light bulb if you just had an aha moment here. But Ace of Swords is a victory. It's a win. It's a sudden realization of truth. So the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune, you gotta trust in divine timing here. Wheel of Fortune, I always see it as your natal chart, the zodiac wheel. It is the card of Jupiter, okay? And Jupiter will be going direct pretty soon. But the Magician here, during this Mercury retrograde, there's going to be some level of big expansion. Look where Mercury and Jupiter are in your chart, in your natal chart. Then you'll be able, in Capricorn, that you'll be able to see where you're going to see expansion, okay, in your life, and what areas of your life need to be reviewed, revised, revisited, released, etc., etc., etc. But I feel like there's divine timing at play with this manifestation, as long as you are taking that divinely inspired action. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh yeah, like divine timing, your manifestation is going to come in like that. No, you need to continue to take that divinely inspired action. If you stop, then you are your own block. You are your own worst enemy. Okay, there's a level of accountability here in you bringing about the light or co-creating the life that you want to create. Okay. Page of Wands, 6 of Wands. I feel like too, a lot of you guys may be getting to the point where you're like, I want to learn how to go on social media. I want to learn how to be successful on my own. I want to embrace this new path, this new me, and be proud of it. Be proud of it. Okay. Bella, what house is Jupiter in? What house? So for example, Jupiter is in my 5th house. So if I focus on mentoring, on teaching, especially on mentoring and teaching people on how to release generational wounds and trauma, that's where I will expand, I will attract abundance. So you guys see how like I love mentoring, I love education. my chart indicates that for me because Jupiter, it transits my 5th house. Okay. Oh, Nicole, my Jupiter is in Taurus as well. Okay. So for example, Nicole's Jupiter transits through Taurus and her 6th house. So she'll see a lot of expansion, abundance. She'll be really wanting to learn anything regarding being of service, anything regarding health and wellness, bringing stability into the body, but doing it in a more expansive, in a individualistic way, looking at it from a different perspective. So bringing healing to the body, bringing healing to self-worth through being of service, probably primarily working with women or people who are in their divine feminine because 6th house is Virgo. Okay, so Nicole, does that resonate for you? Let me know. Let us know in the comments. Okay. I'll do one more example for you guys. If anyone wants me to do theirs, put it in the comments and I'll do one more person. But I feel like too, keep putting stuff out there, guys. You're welcome, Nicole. So just tell me where Jupiter is transits. What house? What house? Or Mercury. So if you guys want to know where this expansion is happening, give me your Jupiter and the house. If you want to know what it needs to be looked at again, revised, revisited, tell me where Mercury is. What house? Because you guys can hold yourselves accountable just by looking at your natal chart. Your natal chart is the roadmap of your life, literally. You can learn so much from it. Okay, so Jenna, your Jupiter is in the 7th house and Mercury is in your 8th house. So Jupiter 7th house, focusing, you're going to probably see some expansion with regard to like intimate relationships, your own personal style, maybe sharing your journey, okay, being very open about your personal journey with regard to relationships and building a stronger relationship with yourself. Mercury in the 8th house, communicating about that, tying that together, okay, like sharing the intimate details of your interpersonal relationships, talking about it. You may also see some stuff going on with regard to either business or if you're in like if you're in a long-term relationship, there may be some expansion in like shared finances, but it would only be with regard to like family or like a partner. Okay. Is this like resonating for you guys? And are you liking it? Are you finding the information helpful? Ten. I love it. All right. I just did something for you guys. I'm going to tell you in a second, but let me just finish the messages from the reading. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Any situation where you feel like there's lack or loss, it was a blessing in disguise. So if a family member, a friend, if a source of income was removed from your life, during this Mercury retrograde, something so much better and more fulfilling is replacing it. Okay? So I feel like that's why the universe is like, you need to shift your perspective about money, about income, about how you manifest abundance and how you call it in. Because sometimes things that you thought were stable and secure were not what were going to lead to your ultimate happiness and security. Okay? So there is some sort of expansion with regard to your success in overcoming maybe a financial difficulty or some level of like rejection or abandonment here. Oh, one other thing that your spirit guides are bringing up. So if any of you are posting on social media and you're getting frustrated, don't. Keep posting. Or if you're thinking about posting, do it. Okay? Like if this is something you already had like pre-planned in your mind, if you didn't, start planning what you want to post on social media. Okay? There's something about being prepared, especially when Jan 1 comes around, because when you do, like when you put yourself out there, this is like going viral. This is connecting with a lot of people. This is like fixed and stable, positive change here. But the Wheel of Fortune can also be like pursuing your purpose and not letting anyone stop you here with the Five of Pentacles. Like you are worthy of living your purpose. You are worthy of this abundance. You are worthy of this success. There's something here about worthiness. You are worth more than the standard your family set. Oh. You are worth so much more than the standard your family set on you. You're worth more. The thing is though, you have to show that through your actions. Yeah, that was a big channel message.